guys don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white.
Welcome to Breakfast and BS with Vince and Friends. I am your host, Vince, and with me today is Mr. One Pancake Johnny Lowe, and of course, producer Virgil.
I'm not eating pancakes today. I'm eating French toast.
It's your title, Lowe.
It's a French toast platter, actually.
It is your title. It is the name you've earned. Congratulations, you are now and forever Mr. One Pancake, regardless of what you eat.
I'm going to stop eating pancakes.
This podcast.
No, I'm not. They're too delicious.
So, we are here in beautiful La Mesa, California at our favorite restaurant, Cenofantes. I just want to send a shout out and a lot of love to Cenofantes. They take care of us here. They know us. They love us. And we love them. And we appreciate everything. So,
It's fantastic. Come eat here. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Yeah, they say. Oh, so do you want to tell them the story?
yeah.
That's what, yeah.
I'll let our audience know. So, we tape here. Not everything comes out on time. Depends on when these things get chopped and put up. But so last week we all had things going on that we couldn't come here and eat. And from what I've been told is that this place was out the door to begin the day, and they held a table for us because we come here every Sunday, and they held it as long as they could. And usually I'm the first one here, so we told them thank you, we appreciate it. But if I'm not here by like 8:45, they can let it go.
Business as usual.
Yeah. But again, shout out to the crew here at Cenofantes for looking out.
And
Much
Kirsten, A plus waitress. All around good person.
So what's on the agenda for today, boys?
You want to start with what sucked this week?
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay.
What sucked this week, Lo? Damn you, Lo. All right, so I had some things that sucked this week, but I'm gonna keep that a little bit personal. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now, But I will say this: I love my mother very much, but that woman is driving me up the freaking wall.
Did she stab you again?
No, she hasn't stabbed me in that least maybe 3 months, maybe.
Wow.
I know.
That's a long time to go without a stabbing.
I know, right?
From your mom.
Because she loves me. I'm her baby. So my nieces were getting ready for school, like they were having breakfast. My mom takes them to school on certain days, just so they can have some time together. And I went for my morning walk. I had my coffee, and I usually grab a donut. I'm walking, might as well grab a donut. That's how you call it. That's what you call evening things out.
Right.
So I usually wait for my mom to come when she comes over, and then I'll go out to the table, eat my donut, and go chat it up with them. And the baby, wants some of the donut, and of course, I'm gonna give her a piece. I'm not a monster. But my two older nieces were begging for some of my donut, and mind you, they had their waffles, and you kind of had to go eat your food because they were just trying not to eat, and they've already gotten in trouble because they're just trying to sneak snacks in the morning. So I told them no. I'm just no. Theo says no, you're not gonna have any. But then my mom's like, oh, just give them some. And I'm like, just undercutting me the whole time. And I'm like, no. I said no. And I don't want to talk back to my mother in front of the girls because that sets a bad example. But at the same time, I'm trying to stick to my guns because if it was up to me, whatever my nieces want, my nieces will get. But it's not up to me. I mean, they got to start. And I'm just like, you're killing me.
Yeah, I just want to interject here. Same thing with my mom. You wanted, so there's a cycle where you were kind of raised a certain way by your parents, and then so your friend followed their example by doing the same thing to your nephew or your own children, and then the grandparents totally counteract that. That's a common thing. It's like, and there's one point when my nephew was acting up, and then my mom was like, well, my sister was like, you want me to get the slipper? You want me to get the belt? And then my dad goes, oh no, you should never hit your kid. And we looked at each other like this cold like feeling down our spines of the knife in our back of like.
I just want to say I can't wait to have children, because when they start getting a little bit older, I'm lighting them up like a damn Christmas tree.
Yeah, you already do that now.
I'd rather not get into this on this show. Into that.
That's hard, man.
Yeah, so I'm just like me and my mom were just arguing, going, and just like, well, just take it into your room. I was like, but I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation with you. Like envisage, like, and you're just,
yeah.
The girls that you got to set the boundaries. Yes, it's great to be the grandparent and it's all that, and I'm just the uncle. I wish I could give them whatever they want, be fun uncle all the time, but I can't. It's not an option for me.
No, they need discipline.
Yeah,
they need discipline.
So that's what sucked. So that's what sucked for me. Because I don't want to get into an argument with my mother in front of my nieces.
Yeah. It's kind of weird and awkward.
Yeah,
the kids too sometimes.
Yeah,
but they feel it. They feel that energy, and so they'll kind of absorb it, and then they'll interpret it as like, okay, I just got to survive this feeling, so I'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
All right. So, Verge, what sucked this week?
All right. So, So last Sunday I did a charity walk for Huntington's disease, and that actually was pretty cool. But I was feeling a little tickle in my throat, and my whole family. I think it started with my brother, and they just had this really like funky. I've had sore throats before because I sing a lot and stuff, but this was different. Like this was like right below my Adam's apple, and I felt like, and so when I was getting it, it was like this golf ball that when I would swallow and then would just and it had spikes. It was so bad. And then so I was going through the week, and I would wake up about 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, just because I just wake up and it was just, the pain was just so bad, because I guess when you're snoring or whatever it was, and you'd swallow and stuff, and it woke me up. So there were like 3 nights this week that I was up for about an hour and a half, and then I took a Motrin PM, and that put me to sleep. But then of course I'm like groggy in the morning and I go to work. Anyway, so today I'm feeling a lot better. The pain's not even there. I'm actually very happy with that. But that was crazy. And so, but we were trying to figure out, like, okay, is it strep throat? Is all this stuff? And so my mom went to go, which took her like 2 weeks to see this doctor again. She still had that sore throat.
Isn't your mom a nurse?
Yeah, but the thing is, she can't diagnose herself. You know what I mean?
No, but like, wouldn't it be easier? Like, hey, doc, can you check this out real quick?
No, but she's not a nurse currently. She's retired. So in any case, so they told her it was allergies, and I said, this is not allergies. This is if there's no way like 5 people in one family have the same allergies. It doesn't make sense. And they all get it like afterward. No, that doesn't make sense.
At the same time.
Yeah. Anyway, so I went to actually my work clinic, and then so they went to check for strep throat. So they jabbed a cotton swab, like a real, those long cotton swabs down my throat. I was like, so, and then they said, no, it's not strep, and they said it's just viral, and then it'll probably go away, and which it has been. But the thing is, when my mom was trying to explain like the symptoms, she's like, oh my god, this, and my mom, her English isn't great. Her description powers aren't all that. But anyway, she's like, oh, I do this, and then I feel woosy. Mom, is that a word? Anyway, so I got my mom's woosy woosy.
All right.
Anyway,
So, Lo, what do you got for us?
Well, I have been bitching about that test that I have to take for work that I haven't really gotten adequate time to study for a while. And I finally went ahead and took it on Friday. Passed.
Congratulations.
Kind of just guessed everything. Hey, this is the most secure answer I could think of, so did that and
So you
passed.
basically just hit C the whole time.
You know it. But so the part that sucked was immediately afterwards. I know the lady in the testing center gave me my driver's license back, and then somewhere between there and driving back to work, which is like 5 miles away, I lost my ID. Don't know where it is. Checked my car, checked my pants pockets like 9 times. Called the testing center. They couldn't find it. Had the guy who went in after me look around the grounds to see if he could find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. So lost my ID. Luckily, for some reason, the state of California sent me 2 when I had renewed it like 3 years ago or something. So I'm now using the spare, so I'm not that worried about that part. But there's that. My work switched me to a different schedule now, so I'm now the 6 a.m. guy. And I've never been a morning person, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
You'll get used to it. Coffee will be your best friend ever.
Coffee already is my best friend. That's the problem. I feel like I'm drinking too much coffee.
Your super best friend.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Otherwise, man, not too anything too crazy this week. I decided to treat myself and
Treat yourself.
buy me some pretty things, but now I feel like my money's gone.
yes, like all.
The downside, right? It's like
last time I bought me some pretty things. It went fast.
what was that they say in Full Metal Alchemist? For every
The thing of exchange.
yeah, equivalent exchange. There we go.
Exchange.
I bought myself something pretty. Something terrible happened to my bank account. So the law of equivalent exchange, my friends.
Yes.
And that's
alchemy.
Yep. So that's what sucked for me this week.
All right. So, I got a question. You guys play video games quite a bit. Maybe not as much as some of us would like to, but what do you guys think was the last great WWE game?
Oh,
I mean, something I've given much thought to, and I think it was SmackDown 06. Or no, not Smack. Here Comes the Pain.
yes.
I think that was it. I think the roster was just huge. The features were fun.
Is that one that had Goldberg in it too?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was like where they had Goldberg, Ultimo Dragon, Sean
Yes,
O'Hare.
yes.
But I think Brock Lesnar's on the cover.
Yeah,
I got it.
I have that one.
I know what my favorite would be. I know it.
Hold on, let me make sure you're not in punching distance.
Okay. So I'm gonna go the complete other way. I remember I really enjoyed the first SmackDown versus Raw games, but I'm gonna say that my favorite was probably the WrestleMania arcade game back on Sega and Super Nintendo. Oh man, I used to love that. Love that.
PlayStation was good too.
Yeah.
PlayStation was really
I
good.
didn't even know they made a PlayStation version. But
I didn't know that either because I always had a Super Nintendo.
I just
when
remember
I
the
was young.
in-your-house ones from PlayStation. But
I remember that.
yeah, I used to love. That game was out there. You got to do like Bret Hart's like rolling fire uppercut. I think it was a fire uppercut or.
I was just regular.
But anyway, I love that game.
Yeah, I played that game for hours.
I played the hell out of that game.
Yeah. I remember when Bam Bam would jump off the top rope and hit you
it
and
was all
light you on
flaming.
fire.
Yeah. My favorite character in that one was Razor Ramon, just because he.
My favorite was Undertaker.
Yeah. Well, okay.
he literally hit you with a tombstone and
yeah.
then summon the ghosts to attack you.
Oh yeah, he's like you just roll it.
I think my favorite part of that game is Lawler. Pin him!
Wow. Well, the thing was, Razor Ramon would do that carpet thing, and just boom. But
Yeah.
it basically was the animation for the Razor's Edge. But just you grabbed him by the feet, and then you would just like, lay him out. Anyway, no, that's a good. I'm glad you brought that one up.
It's a good pull up.
Of course, No Mercy, I think, is probably one of the best games for it was on
Ever?
Nintendo 64. Just because it was so damn customizable. But of course, it was a port from a Japanese game called All Star Pro Wrestling.
Virtual wrestling.
I think it was like virtual wrestling. Yeah, All Star
Virtual Pro Wrestling,
something like
too.
that. Yeah. But the latest one, I do agree. I think Here Comes the Pain. Was there one before that? What was that one?
Know Your Role.
Was it okay? So what came after?
No, your role, wasn't that SmackDown 2?
Oh, was it? You know what? You're right. It was SmackDown 2. Know Your Role.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like that's like when they were given names, and then after that, that's when they started just going by years.
Yeah. I at one point, I think it was at Comic-Con, where I saw they had changed it. I think it was for Xbox 360, and you had both like analog sticks doing the moves. I'm like, what is this? It just got so convoluted.
Yeah, I really felt they kind of like lost what was great about the games after Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
You know, and it was one of WWE's most fullest rosters with just great talent all around. I mean, now, look at the games where they basically have to go back and put all the old wrestlers in it because the roster's not as thick.
Is it just the roster, or is it just the gameplay? Because the gameplay.
I think both. Like, I didn't buy this year's game. I bought last year's, and I got done with it quick. I was just like, I'm done. I can't.
So did they actually like change the mechanics in the game now, or are they just doing like the Madden where they just update the roster and that's it?
Both. I want to say, just it's not just go out and basically beat the crap out of each other anymore or wrestle. Now it's like you got to start off doing a mini game for chain wrestling and start and do this, and you got to build up to and I'm like, I just want to wrestle. I just want to dive off of something and call it a day. I don't need.
Do you think that's for the smarks up there?
I think part of it might be for smarks, and then to give it the quote unquote real wrestling experience. Well, I'm like, I play a video game to not have real experience.
Yeah.
You know, it was another amazing WWE game.
Well, they need to simulate the pain you feel after.
Yeah.
Day of Reckoning was really good too.
Wasn't it like the glitchiest freaking?
I know, but that's what made it so fun, dude. I mean, me and Val used to have like amazing like glitch-filled battles.
Wasn't that on
GameCube? Yeah, it's like whoever QA'd that game did not do their job because oh man,
yeah,
great game.
Yeah, that's funny. God, I barely remember that game. Also, because I didn't have a GameCube. Yeah, I mean that's probably the last game I kind of played, and then after that everything just got, the reversals, like the timing is always weird to me. I mean, I guess once you get it, you have to play it enough to get the timing, but it's just anyway. And then the TNA game, when it came out, I was like, all right, something different, and then it was cool, but then it was just, and that was like years ago.
Yeah, I was so hopeful for that game, and you know what? I still have it, but then again, I still have the AAA video game, which is basically the same damn thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the AAA game.
Oh, really? We're gonna get into this, huh?
I'm not gonna say it.
No, you brought it up. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
So, Virgil, have you ever heard the story where Vince instilled the fear into his PlayStation because of the AAA game?
Oh, he established dominance. Is that what it is?
That's
I didn't know it was with that game.
That's where I coined the term establishing my dominance.
Okay.
So, when it comes time to dealing with people and inanimate objects, I always seem to use the term you have to establish your dominance, and this went into effect one day when I was playing the AAA video game in story mode, I think it is, and I just got so frustrated where I just kind of lightly lifted the lip of the PS3. I did not lift it up off the ground like some people would make you think, and I just let it fall. So it was just like a little thud.
No, but now you flipped it over? Or
No,
you
it's just a little lip, drop it down.
Okay.
And then the PS3 didn't work for a couple days. Like, it would play a DVD fine, just it wouldn't play video games.
You got mad.
And Netflix worked fine. I was looking, it was fine. But but then on the on the second day, it worked fine, and I beat the level that I was stuck on, and I beat the opponents I was stuck on. And the reason I did is because I established my dominance.
Okay.
It knew not to fuck with me.
And 3 days later.
Yes.
3 days later.
I think
It was 2-3 days.
It established its dominance.
Who won that battle? This guy right here.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
pointing to
didn't-
myself.
It didn't let you play anything for like 3 days.
It was 2.
I think it won.
No.
I think it taught you the lesson.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I won that match. that was this guy. All right, so we're kind of getting there. Producer Rich was giving me the go home. So
we got about 5 minutes.
So I thought we'd end this episode on a pleasure, something that belongs to us that we truly enjoy, whether it's a guilty pleasure or whatever. So I'll go first. Something kind of a guilty pleasure, but I enjoy the band Bowling for Soup. They were big a few years ago with the song 1985, but I remember watching Knights of the Zodiac on Toonami, and they did a cover of Flock
Knights of the Zodiac.
Yeah, and I don't know the real Japanese name, but
Saint Seiya.
yeah, thank you. So, but they began the show. Their theme song was Bowling for Soup's cover of "I Ran" from Flock of Seagulls. Yeah. When I was getting ready to come here this morning, for some reason that song just popped in my head, and I was like, man, I fucking love that song. Yeah. I used to have the CD with it on it. I don't know where it went. It just got lost in time. But that's something that I love. So that's a pleasure of mine. Verge, you got a pleasure for us?
I do. Actually, this happened just a few days ago. So I think I just finished my taxes. And so I was feeling good, going through the iPod, and then I really love 80s cartoon theme songs. So good. Like,
Gummy Bears?
Well, that's 90s. No. Actually, no. I think that was like in late 80s.
Oh, we can totally get a group going now.
No, but then that's when. Okay, well, let me. Okay, I'm getting excited here. Okay, so then I put on the actual long version or extended version of Mask.
There's an extended version?
Yeah, it's actually on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm checking this out later.
Oh, I can play it for you in the car. But and then gradually went into Dare from Transformers the movie, and then The Touch, and Bionic 6 has a great theme song. I think maybe the lesser ones they're still good, but like I think it was I'm bugging out. Anyway, so it was the Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. That was anyway. I had the Phantom in it. I think that was the only one with Flash Gordon. Anyway, so but anyway, yeah, awesome songs. Love those, and we're gonna have to put a tribute band together of 80s cartoon songs.
I like it. I guess.
Ooh, we could be called Saturday Morning Super Show.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I guess.
Get excited.
Not as entertaining as your guys' is, but I guess a guilty pleasure of mine is, hey, I love video gaming. I don't get the opportunity to game as much as I used to. God, I miss those like 10-hour sessions of just nonstop gaming.
Oh, yeah.
But
10 hours?
It's back in the day.
God damn.
Hey man, when you're like in high school, you ain't got shit to do but homework. It's like, oh man, Final Fantasy VII just came out. I got to do this. I got to save it. Anyway, the point being is, I am a gamer, and even though I don't get the chance to play as often as I do, I'm still very prone to just spending money on games and video game accessories. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to play on my PC, at least a month. But guess what? Here I am buying accessories to make my PC faster and better. And guess what? They have I can't keep away from the Steam sale either.
Yeah.
And Steam has an Activision sale this weekend, and they're selling the Transformers games.
Devastation?
Devastation's on sale. War and Fall for Cybertron are both on sale. So I'm probably going to end up picking up at least one of those, because I played some of War for Cybertron, and Oh man, it was rad. So yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. I just spend money aimlessly on video games.
All right, so that's going to about do it for us this week on Breakfast and BS with Vince and Friends. I'd like to thank producer Virgil. You can follow him and his band, Still Ill, San Diego's tribute to Smith and Morrissey, on Facebook, still-ill.net, and on Instagram. Just look them up, you'll find them. I'm not going to try to get into the Instagram name. That thing's killing me. And you can follow Mr. One Pancake Johnny Lowe on Facebook at Delicious Low Shizzle. And on Instagram at Jonathan
Lowe 619.
Jonathan Lowe 619, and on his help him find his Thailand dream at
silentlyplottingmyescape.com.
silentlyplottingmyescape.com.
Oh my God, that's an actual website.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a shout out right now. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Maldecido1904. MALDECIDO 1904. All right, thanks for stopping by. I'll get the check.